Rice cultivation, that is the story of the rice. How rice is grown. Let's talk about this story step by step. The first step is soil preparation, which is done in 3 steps. The first step is plowing. What is plowing? The process of loosening and upturning the soil to make it soft. Why we need to make the soil soft? Because plant roots can get deeper into the soil. Also, the roots can breathe and they will grow properly in the soft soil. It is done by animals as well as by machines. Leveling, which is done by the wooden plank, soil levelers, bullocks, tractors and other means. It is done to make the soil even on the whole field. Next step is manuring. Manure is the word which is used to add the nutrition to the soil naturally. Manure is the natural source of nutrition, whereas chemical fertilizers are made in the factories from the chemicals that also add nutrition to the soil. Both are required to increase the yield of the crops. We need to make the soil fertile. If the soil is fertile, plants will grow well. Coming to the next step, now our soil is ready. We need to sow the seeds. So, sowing of seeds can be done by broadcasting. Broadcasting means scattering the seeds all over the field manually. This can also be done by different means by using different machines. After broadcasting, irrigation is done, and for the rice, seedlings will start growing. Seedling means a small plant will come out of the seed. Now the next step, which is very important, that is transplantation. When seedlings grow, they need to be transplanted to a flooded field. So before transplantation, the main field need to be flooded. Means it should be filled completely with the water. And then transplantation is done. This is also done manually, as you can see in the slide. Also, it can be done by the machines. One by one, each plant need to be transplanted from the nursery plot to the main field, flooded field. As you can see, lot of water is there in the field. Time to time, we need to add the fertilizers or manure, which will increase the crop yield, production. Also, plants will become more strong, more tolerant towards pests, diseases and insects. Manure is the natural way of adding nutrition. Fertilizers is the artificial way to it is made by the chemicals to add the nutrition to the soil. Pesticides. Time to time, pesticides are applied on the field. What are pesticides? These are the medicines which are sprinkled to control the agricultural pests like ants, bugs, cockroaches, beetles, cricket, moth, etc. We need to keep the pest away, because if pests are there, they will spoil the crop. So pesticides are used. You can see the different methods here. Manually also it can be done, with the drones also it can be done, and with the machinery also it can be done. After the plants grow, means the flowers starts coming on the plants. They are green. When the crop yields properly, then it is left for drying out in the drained field, means then no water is left in the field. Also children, one more step is followed, that is weeding. Weeding means removal of unwanted plants, which is done time to time to remove those unwanted plants. Unwanted plants are removed so that they should not compete with the main plant for the food, nutrition, water, minerals, etc. And the crop yield is good. So weeds are removed manually by the machines and also by using some chemicals. Our crop is ready to be cut, means harvesting. This can be done manually, means by using hand sickle, or by using other means like harvester, etc. After cutting the stalks with the rice grains, that is left for drying also, they are piled up. Then the seeds, rice seeds, they need to be separated from the stalks. So threshing is an important process. In threshing, grains are separated from the stalks. Again here it can be done both manually as well as by the machines. Stalks are beaten against the hard surface to separate the grains. Then when the grains are separated, they are cleaned. For other crops, they can be dried and then can be stored. But for rice, we follow another process, that is called milling and polishing. Milling means dehusk. In the dehusk, as children you can see here, the rice which we are getting here is brown in color. So the husk, the upper covering, need to be removed. So husk is removed in milling and inside comes out the brown color rice. Then it is sent for polishing. In polishing, the white rice is separated from bran and embryo. So ultimately rice reaches to our home. So hope story of rice gets completed here.